Welcome back to Doing Outdoors. The pigs came back today, but they're not running around anymore. They've come in boxes and vacuum packed, and here they are. We've got 3 full boxes full of pig. Even the trotters and all the other good cuts. We'll do a bit of an unboxing. Let's see what we got. We've cheated a little bit this time because we don't have a trailer and I'm not too proficient at butchering just yet, and to give a little bit more separation from bringing up the pigs and loving them to then eating them, I thought we'd send them off, let someone else kill them, let someone else butcher them. So now we're getting the pigs back, and these already butchered, sealed packs ready to roast or whatever you want to do with them. Quite convenient for us this time round, but later on we will have our own trailer and I'll definitely be butchering the meat myself just to cut costs down. But for the first time, this is how we chose to do it. Right, let's have a look in these bags, see what we've got. First of all, we've got a big bag of offal and what looks to be the liver, the lungs and the heart. I've seen the hearts in there somewhere. So we've got to try and figure out a recipe or see what's best to do with that. I'm sure some of it will end up in the dog, but at least none of it will be wasted. We've got the trotters. Again, not something I've cooked with before or know what to do with, so we'll be looking some cookery books or online, see what we can get on with. We've got some really lean pork steak. Not actually sure which part that's cut from. 2 bags of those, I'm guessing 1 off each pig. The tenderloins, now I know where they come from butchering a few deer myself. They should be really good to eat. The kidney, something else that we like to eat. We've got a massive bag, I think there's about 10 kilos in there. This is all the trim that they've made from cutting all these joints up, and that's what will go into our sausages. We've got whole loins, scored, ready to go in the oven. And you can see from looking at the cross section that there's not too much fat on these pigs, which is something that I was worried about. You don't want to be putting all that feed into your pig and it just convert into fat, just like throwing money down the drain. We've got chump steaks, also look good. Massive shoulder joints that we can roast, or I've got a recipe for some salami which is going to take shoulder meat, so some of this will get minced down and made into salami. Pig's cheeks, something I've never eaten, but what I'm told are one of the best cuts of meat from a pig. 2 sets of pig cheeks. We've got belly pork. Now this has been cut and rolled as if you were going to roast it as a joint. I am, however, going to use some of this and try and make and cure my own bacon. So some of this will come out the wrapper and get cured and probably smoked. More belly. Some big leg joints. Again, we'll probably cure some of this to make gammon or ham. And that's about it for all the cuts. Loads of shoulder, loads of leg cuts, quite a few chump steaks or chump roast as well. It's looking good. What I've got to do now, I'm going to pack what I think is half a pig into a bag, and I'll give that to my dad. He'll have half a pig, I'm going to take half, and then what we're going to try and do with the other pig, we're going to try and sell it. So by selling one of these pigs, we should be able to recuperate what money it's cost us to rear these, have them slaughtered, have them butchered. And if we can do that, it's been a successful enterprise. I worked it out the other day. I think it's cost, with buying the pig at an 8-week-old weaner, feeding it up for 3 months, well 3.5 months, getting it slaughtered, getting it butchered, transport to and from the slaughterhouse. Each of these pigs have cost about £220. So if we can get, we're going to need to make about 400 quid off one of these pigs. But like I say, it's good quality meat. Elsewhere you're going to be paying at least £10 a kilo. And I think we've got somewhere near 90 kilos of meat between the two pigs. So there's a chance we can recoup our money. Right, so that's it. I've got what I think's half a pig in this bag for me dad. I'll go and give that to him. I won't get the rest of this in a fridge. It'll be sold over the next couple of days. I've got what I want in the fridge to make my bacon, salami, a couple of roasting joints, and that's it. Right, I couldn't wait much longer. I've got to try a bit of this pork. It looks fantastic. So I'm going to put a bit of belly pork. This has been rolled into a joint. I'm not going to cut the lot. Just have a slice off it. And that's what we're having for supper. It's looking good. Bit of salt and black pepper on it. In the oven, 160. It's going to take about 2 hours. And then for the last half hour, we're going to bump the temperature up to 200 degrees to make sure we get a right good crackling on this. That's how we like the pig in this house. Right, the wait is over. That don't look too bad at all. I'm going to leave it there to cool down a minute.
Just the crackling.
Listen to that. Crackling's done good. We're going to get 10 minutes rest. I'm going to carve it and we're all going to get stuck in. The kids are hovering round, they can smell it. Smells good, looks good. That's it, rested up 15 minutes. Let's carve it up. That smells absolutely delicious. Look at that, perfectly moist on the inside, rock hard crackly on the outside, just good enough to break your teeth, so it should be, but that looks amazing. Got some string on that one. Not very good. That was a good bit of pig. Well impressed. Definitely worth the effort. You want a bit off?
Why so?
Just be careful, it might be a little hot.
Yes. That's really nice and juicy, that one is.
It's well juicy.
Wow.
Bit hot.